And we are live. Let's go. It should work. I am waiting for a signal here. But we should be live now. And we are live with the second round of the 8th season of 2S Assetto Corsa Competizione, our GT3 series. And we are here at Silverstone. Yes, we are live indeed. That is great. I can see it on my phone. Hello to everyone in chat. Hello to everyone in the future. So like in, I don't know, 10 hours or something, watching this back. I am Timo. You should probably know me by now if you've watched any of the other races. And I will commentate on the race that we've got in our hands. And it is a 1 hour race, so the normal length. And we are here at the core track sort of the British British racing, you know, one of the most popular Great Britain has to offer. It is Silverstone, and we should all know this track. I mean, not everyone necessarily loves it, but it is one of the more liked ones, for sure. And I've got to say, I say that people should know me, but that probably actually doesn't apply, because I can see that we've got a bunch of new drivers here on the grid, as we are currently looking at one of the fullest grids that we have ever had in this. Hello to Justin, also to Davku. I do not recognize your name, but hello. Welcome to the ride. Did I post the stream link anywhere? I actually don't think I did. Amazing. I'll go around and quickly post the stream link so we can gather more people. And then we shall go. We've got qualifying going right now. It should be, I think, 4 more minutes. We'll take a little look on who is new, and I'll try and break down what to expect from this race. And then we'll go towards the final shootout as everyone is trying to get their final laps in. That is a stream post. That is also a stream post. And that is the wrong channel. This is where we go. Brilliant! Okay, we've got it. That is not what I want on screen. Okay, perfect. So, we are here with 34 drivers, and right now we've got a provisional pole sitter who was not there last week. It is Chris Witkowski. He has been runner-up in the championship for 2 seasons in a row. Now that George has left, I wonder if he's just gonna follow in the footsteps of every other champion and just wait until the best driver retires and suddenly become like the biggest beast and get a title himself. But it seems like his qualifying session is over, unless he goes out for one last run now. He's got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go, and he does, so we will get 1 more lap from him. And then P2, it is his teammate for Team Shazoo. It is Samuel Chumley, Season 2 champion in the McLaren as well. And he's lining up well on the second row right next to his teammate. The 57 flat is an absolutely insane time from Chris here, if I may say so. So I've got to respect that. Then we've got Pavagaida, very unfortunate last time out in Hungaroring, in third right now in the McLaren for Trigon Racing. Then it's Ben Luce, very exciting fight he had going on there last week, and he's just passed Ruben van den Hudding, who has won the season opener and has now got an updated livery, and my god does it look good. It is the new Trigon Racing car. Unfortunately we don't have the livery on on Guider yet, but Ruben is running it, and it does look stunning. It was a little unfortunate on the Daytona 24 that many of us did last weekend, but maybe he can get himself onto a good spot here. Maybe he's down on practice as well, though, because he's currently in P18. I would expect him further up. So let's see who's new. We have got Tommy Atzelin from apparently VVDL, and he's running a Lightning McQueen car. That is brilliant. So that is, yeah, that's nice to see. Then we've got Turn 1 Racing with, I don't know what his first name is, Bell. John Bell, Jack Bell, something, James Bell, whatever. But he's running an Aston Martin. He's currently in the top 10, so that is very good, especially for a rookie. And let's see what he does. George Roshu, he's not new, but he's been gone for a while, and he's back. Then, finally, names that I can pronounce, and if I ever get a COCOM again, they won't be able to pronounce it. It's Martin Müller in the Aston Martin custom car. Number 5, maybe a Vettel fan, I don't know. Nick Krüger, I think we've seen that name before. Who else? Justin Iles, I assume. I have no idea how to pronounce that name, but that is gonna be Justin, known from F1. And Aidan Bailey, I think, is new. Jack Taylor might have raced last time. And Dirk Liepe, also another German apparently. And that's our names, but now we've got the checkered flag. I shouldn't get caught up with this. So Sam Chumley has abandoned his run actually, so we're not getting a funny shootout here. At least up between Chris and Sam, who are comfortably topping the table as of now. This is Chris Witkowski coming up towards Stowe in his McLaren. He's looking for an improvement, but he's some time from the start-finish line because of course we do not run the F1 start-finish line here. Pavel Gaida not looking like he's due for an improvement. Justin, I have no idea how I pronounced it. I said like Ayats or something. That's probably wrong. I have no idea what I said. That's good that I guessed the first time. This is Gaida coming. He's currently got us 57.9 on the boards, but I doubt that he's going to improve on it much, and he does not. Then Jacoli and Ben Lewis both out of luck when it comes to improving, but I think there's a time coming, and that could put him in third for Tommy Atzelin on his debut in the number 44. Lightning McQueen gonna shoot right across the finish line, and he puts it in third. Very, very good showing on the debut here. And Diakovsky, Alexander Diakovsky, puts it in 9th as a rookie as well. And I think we've got our starting order. We'll go through it in detail on our grid walk. Like Erdens Erz. I guess that doesn't even sound French. Like, that just sounds weird. I honestly just pronounce it German because it's like Erz. But Erz, I guess. It's fine. We'll get there. Just like, it's fine. Hopefully in the race you won't get to judge me because you will be driving. And then we can see what we can do. Justin has picked up this game, as far as I'm aware, like, this week, or I mean it's Monday, last week, but like a few days ago, so he is an absolute noob in this game, and I mean that with no offense at all, but it is like the textbook definition of the word. And let's go for the grid walk then, shall we? We have got an all-Shizou front row, they'll be happy with that. We've got Chris Witkowski, the Polish driver, ahead of the 111 of Sam Chumley. Then Tommy Atzelin in P3 on his debut with the BMW looking to set the track ablaze. Then Pavel Gaida is in 4th ahead of another BMW of Jack Colley in the Dinoco car. Then it's Ben Lewis of EVDL really taking over here. He is 6th. He beat Chris just about last week. And then we've got Nico Veldman alongside an empty grid slot of Gareth Higgins, who's currently in the pit lane, so he might have made a mistake or something. I have no idea what's happened there. Then we've got Alexander Diakovsky in the Lexus, also giving his debut alongside another debutant, Jay Bell, in 10th. So 3 newcomers in the top 10. That is very exciting, to be honest. Then we've got George Roshu. He is back and he is in P11. Then Dazzle Racing, Antoine Olivet in P12, long-time member, and glad to see him on the grid once more. Kennedy Chikeka is leading Silver Class in P13. Then it is, I have forgotten his first name, Martin Müller in 14th in the number 5. Jack Newton is 15th. He's 2nd for Silver Class. And it's Ruben van den Herding. Disappointing qualifying after disappointing Daytona 24, but maybe in the race he'll be able to do something about it. Niels Krüger lines up alongside... Wait, is he called Niels? Nick Krüger is in P17 in the number 25. Aston Martin, what Danny called best livery of the grid with Ryan Noppert is in 18th in the BMW. Then Dominic Illigner, also coming off the back of a Daytona 24-hour race. I wonder who his teammate was, lol. Is in 19th. Hubert Jejura in P20 for the Lexus. Then Olli Stricker, P21 in the McLaren alongside teammate Jack Mills with the same livery as That's how it works. Justin Ertz is in 23rd. Then it is Michal Reinoa with a good performance in 24th. Then Marius Taurus in 25th. Marvin Betch is 26th. Karol Chmielewski 27th. Aiden Bailey in the number 22 Lightning McQueen car is 28th. Paulos Tarkos 29th. Dirk Liepe on his debut is 30th. Then I think Andrew Moulton on the left here in the DRS car ahead of, I have no idea who that is. That is Jack Taylor. Okay, we got it. Ahead of Nico Disho, aka Neon Dice, and then last on the grid is Jack Bedell, looking to clean up the track from the back. And with these grid sizes, what was that? What was that? Was that on the stream? I have no... Yeah, Pava doesn't have the livery, Ruben. I did download your livery, and we've got 14 people in the stream. That is very nice to see. Normally, you know, the main audience is me listening back to it. The driver's listening back to it, but it's very nice to see the support going. We've got, I'm gonna butcher names. Dan Schl, I'm sorry, 96, rooting for 3 newcomers that all made the top 10. Actually, Müller is not in the top 10, he's 14th, but, you know, that had a good showing in qualifying, so that'll be exciting. Championship lead currently is split between two drivers, but I'm sure they won't be tied after this, because it's Sam Chumley, who's here in second, and then Ruben van den Hudding, who's in P16, so I do not expect them to, you know, still be tied after this. Ruben should be at a pretty big disadvantage here, but it's a track where you can actually overtake. It's tough, but if you've got the pace, and Ruben should have the pace, then you can hunt people down. It's going to be really interesting to see how Ruben and Dominic do going through the field, as they are normally top 10 contenders, and right now P16, P19, not going to be happy with it at all. And then at the front, can anyone challenge Chris Witkowski, who has missed the first round, so he's got points to compensate for. Last season, at the end, he was like he was kicking himself because he didn't think he could challenge for the title in the end, but he was very sloppy in the first 3 rounds, and then at the end it came back to bite him. He was lacking those points that he could have collected in the first rounds, and now he just misses the first one. So that could mean that he is gonna miss out again. He needs to make sure that doesn't happen, and he has done everything so far that he could have done, which is put the car on pole, and now he'll try and win this race out of his teammate. Then Tommy Atzolin, completely unknown quantity. I've never seen him drive, so I have no idea what to expect from him. If he's better in race than in quali, if he maybe he struggles with race, if he's good at overtaking, if he's aggressive, tire save, I have no idea. So that will also be something to look out for. Jack Corley, Ben Lewis, both in brilliant positions. Nico Veldman, just like solidly hanging in the top 10 once more, and maybe he can have an explosive race, not literally. And Gareth Higgins has actually gridded up, so we haven't lost him. He's in 8th. And I think that's those are going to be the most interesting parts of this race, for me at least, but I'll try and cover all of it. Chris in chat, sad I'm not able to race, but this is going to be exciting, I agree. I am looking forward to this a lot. Dragon also here, he should be on that track, but he's not. Also, I'm wondering, maybe someone can tell me what P2W stands for. Like, in my head that stands for pay to win, but I assume that's not what's going on here, unless Chris wants to, unless our admin wants to, you know, get some pocket money going. I hope that's not pay to win, what's going on here, but sure. So, he's in the train at the moment. Sad. Sad. Okay, we've got a race start, and it's going to be confusing as ever because we've got the same livery twice, but the inside line is going to be Chris Witkowski ahead of Samuel Chumley in second. Actually, is that right? Yes, it is. And we are waiting for the green lights. The inside line should go to Chris in... Abby... Wait, is that... No, it's Cops. In Cops as well. We are waiting for the green lights. Oh, that's not the start-finish line. It was a bit too early.
Green light.
And we go green in Silverstone, and it looks like a pretty decent start from Sam. Is he going to be able to hang it around the outside of Chris? Chris is being a little bit conservative there, but he's going to run his teammate wide, and they're side by side towards Maggots and Beckett's, and it looks like Chris is just getting the nose ahead. Pavel Gaida slots in behind Tommy Azzelin, then side by side are the Pixar cars of Jack Colley, then Ben Lewis. Nico Veltman holds himself in 7th, and Gareth Higgins. Actually, no changes for position at all. That's Bell fighting alongside George Roche, though, and Roche has to cut Chappell there. Where does he come back onto the track? Someone's off in the background. I do not know who that is. It looks like a BMW, though. Defensive maneuver up front, as well as Nico Veltman looks to attack someone, and we'll just all have to wait what Stowe brings. Oh no, there's a crash. I think that's Oliver, and he collects Bell, and I think Ruben just went straight on in that, trying to avoid it. He does rejoin the track, though, in much chaos. Illigna and Ruben are now side by side, a dive on the 25th car. So, yeah, that was exciting. One of the DRS cars is off, and Ryan Noppen loses it. So, absolute chaos. The start looked very settled at first, but now we've lost many drivers, let's be honest. Tommy Azzelin really close, putting the pressure on Sam Chumley. He does not look like he wants the McLarens to just run away with this guy with a little bit more of a gap. But yeah, it looked clean at first, and we've lost one. It's car number 17. Who that is? Oliver, isn't it? I think it's Antoine, and it is. That is depressing. He got hit bad earlier in lap 1, and now he is completely off the racetrack, and he'll have an absolutely steep mountain to climb if he wants to get himself back into any racing position at all. So, what do we observe? Is there any fighting going on here? I mean, it's just... everyone should just calmly settle in this race. I'd be more happy with that than people just going at each other's throats, because we want everyone to be happy here. We don't want the drivers to hate each other after this. Even though the hatred does bring the excitement to the viewers and me as a commentator. I think change of position there. Someone's on their in-lap. It's Bell. I wish he had a first name. Well, he probably does, but he doesn't want to tell us. He does pull into the pits. In his turn 1 car. He can make the end from here. There's no mandatory pit stop window or anything. But it's not too good to pit this early. Obviously for strategy, it's just not very fast. Tommy be like, ka-chow. I agree. I have a feeling the Pixar jokes, or the Cars jokes, are gonna be very prevalent during this entire season. He's currently the leading one of those. Colley just applying some pressure casually on Ben, who was fighting Chris last week, but Chris can't be here. And there are solid gaps forming here. So of course Chris to Sam is a little bit of a gap, but that's only 6/10, not too dramatic. Oh my God, this is close. I'm gonna go on board with Jack Colley to see if he's gonna make a move just for clarity. Oh, that's a mistake out of Lewis now, isn't it? And also we've maybe lost someone. I think the 47 is in trouble. Who is that? Can we see a replay? 47. Too many drivers. Who's number 47? Aye. I'm a good commentator, I swear to God. I have no idea who. And that is Lewis now on the inside as he has to defend this, but Jack, I think, just carried the momentum, and he's gonna go ahead right there and then, does not hesitate at all. Jakowski at the back, trying to capitalize off of it. He wasn't able to, but he has fallen back into the clutches of Nico Veltman, who was ahead of for a short period of time there. That has sorted itself out with the time loss due to the Lexus and the BMW fighting up ahead. So now we've got an even bigger train, someone coming out of the pits there. I think that's Bell probably. And also the 47 is Marvin Petch. Oh my God, I mean, I missed the incident, but it looks like the incident is still going on. So he's right at the back, and also Rinoa not getting off to a great start either. They are 31st and 32nd respectively. Man-centered, yeah, absolutely great move, and let's not miss any overtaking here. It's, George Roche has just gone past, oh, that's a lapped Antoine Olivet in the Dazzle Racing car, so he's 10th I shouldn't tease things out. It's an overtake that aren't, and Alexander has to run a little bit deep there in Stowe, but I think he's gonna keep the position as Nico Veltman just goes really deep, and he has the apex there. Can he carry it alongside? Please, no Magnussen and Albon action there. Veltman has his nose, and Jakowski leaves him the space. Respect for that racing, but he keeps it ahead as well, and that opens the door to Gareth Higgins to try it in Cops, but on Abbey rather, but he does not. So a bunch of almost moves, no proper move though. The racing, I mean, everyone's gonna be a little bit hesitant. You don't want to throw your race away this early on, but now compromise onto a poor line is Ben Lewis. He is losing time to Giacolli with an absolutely immense speed, and the gap is 2 seconds already, and the others have noticed, and they want to follow Giacolli, so they want to get past here, and that means Jakowski leading that train wants to get the move done. Also, speaking of getting the move done, George Rocha now on the inside of Gareth Higgins will be able to stick it alongside in left field, and he does exactly that. Does he get his nose chopped off? I don't think so. He's got the inside line, and he's gonna carry some absolutely great momentum onto the straight. He's still holding on to this, and we're getting a great side-by-side fight between George Rocha and Gareth Higgins. And Higgins is still ahead. He's managed to somehow defend this. I thought all hope was lost, but he is ahead, and even the cheeky look on the inside for Rocha is not gonna change that, so he stays in 10th there, as Ruben van den Herding, from a terrible starting position, is already in P11, looking to put himself into the top 10. I really would have needed a co-com today. I'm just gonna say that. Put that out there. But I'm not getting a break to breathe, and so is Ben Lewis as Jakowski in his slipstream. He picks the outside line, so he's gonna need to do a lot of work on the brakes there, as the apex is hugged by Lewis with some speed carried around the asset. Maybe no, it's just too wide, and there's also a wiggle in there for good measure. That's gonna cost him a lot of speed. So Jakowski staring at the aggressively green rear of that Lexus once more. I mean, the Lexus is an absolute rocket ship in the straight line, but it doesn't matter. We've got Lexus versus Lexus, so not gonna be able to profit off of that. So close in Abbey as well. He must be really frustrated, oh, little look there. No lunge though. Only looking, no touching, please. It's like a museum. Be patient and don't touch anything. Absolute spice brought on by those drivers in the first 8 minutes of this, and I'm sure the next 10 minutes will continue like this. The car number 8 is in trouble. That's Jack Bedell, and he is, he started from the back, and now he's made a mistake that's gonna put him right back to the back. That makes sense. Great sentence. Thanks. Tapping myself on the shoulder for that one. We're looking at a replay here, and he just loses it. Those cars are so. Oh, his engine stalled as well. Those cars are so easy to lose it. Honestly, when I see incidents like this where the car just goes, I wonder how those cars, like, sometimes make the corners. It's, like, they look so unstable, but drivers normally manage to get them around the track and at a rapid pace. It's impressive enough. But when things like this happen, Jakowski, we're back with him. He seems to be the one with the most urgent... the most urgency in the grid when it comes to passing the guy ahead. Owen Turner, or just Owen. Hello. Good evening. ACC when is the question I ask. And when is also a question that Alex will probably be able to stop asking himself now, because the answer is right now, and he just sweeps past Ben Lewis on the inside. It wasn't properly covered, and now he gets the position, and if things go as I expect them to go, then this is also good for Alex. I mean, he's lost 5 seconds to Giacolli, but now Veltman will have an absolute struggle trying to get past here as well. So I feel like Ben Lewis might just be the cork in the bottle that slowly but surely pulls apart this midfield fight at the bottom end of the top 10 and puts some gaps in there. Also still struggling is Jack Bedell. I've seen him go off at Beckett's there on the minimap as he is on his way around. Maybe the tires are just absolutely screwed after what happened earlier on in Abbey. I wouldn't be surprised. It's very easy to kill those tires. Like, you make one mistake and the pressures are gonna be off for the rest of your stint. You'll have to pit early. It is shocking. So like, not making a mistake is so crucial. Once the first mistake happens, they're just gonna rain down, you know. you'll just not catch a break, and that's exactly what's happened. Oh, well, I mean, iRacing greater ACC, I don't know. It's like, the one thing that ACC has going over iRacing, no, the two things that it has going over iRacing are, A, the netcode is an absolute horseshit, and two, it's like the GT3 cars, handling-wise, are just better than iRacing, in my opinion. I don't know, I've never driven a GT3 car, but I think they're better. But for the rest, like, if you don't race GT3s or GT4s, if you want regular online experience, that sort of stuff, then you probably want iRacing. Bad comparison. And contrary to what I believed, it does not look like Ben Lewis is just gonna hold up Veltman here. Higgins maybe looking for a move. Maybe Veltman just made a small mistake. It's tough to say. I do not know, but there's a bit of a gap. It's only 8/10, so nothing too dramatic. Also, speaking about not too dramatic gaps, we haven't talked about the front of the grid in a while. This isn't the front of the grid. That's not where I wanted to go. Here we go. Chris Witkowski, 9/10, or now I guess 10/10, so a second for all of those math nerds out there. Ahead of his teammate Sam Chumley. So the gap in qualifying indicated to me that there was going to be a bigger pace difference, but it looks like Chris just really nailed his qualifying lap, or Sam made a mistake or something. But it looks closer in the race. The second, though, gonna be tough to overcome. Like, that could grow to 5-6 seconds towards the end of the race, and that's just not close enough, even like if mistakes start setting in. So Sam needs to really put his foot down and make sure that Chris does not run away into the distance with this. So far he's done a good job staying within the range, but it could go sour soon. And what's also good to see is that no, it wasn't Miller, it was who is it? It's the new guy. One of the new guys. It's actually can't tell. It is Müller. It is Martin Müller. Does know that that we do enforce blue flags, unlike the original GT World Challenge that this game is built on. So he does move out of the way promptly there, which is which I have respect for. The gap to Tommy behind, just growing that bit more and more. Also, by the way, if any of his friends are here or something, or if he watches it back, just tell me how to say your last name. I do not know. Also tell me what the Rusty's and whatever, like, explain everything, please. Like, how to say your name, how to say your team name, and what the abbreviations stand for, because I am lost. But it's fine. I'd like to know. But yeah, he's 2 seconds behind Chumley, then there's a solid gap to Geider, and then there's a massive gap to Giacolli, followed by a massive gap to Diakowski. And then we've got that fight, Lewis, and now Veltman and Higgins, who's not looking to the inside. I was getting excited there, I thought he was going for it. Had a little bit of slipstream going through Abbey, but it's just, I mean, it's a corner where you can send it, but it's difficult and it won't work unless the guy ahead cooperates. I would expect Nico to cooperate, but probably won't leave too much space. Hamilton Rosberg vibes, yeah. I'm getting the same, honestly. Like, they are in a little bit of a league of their own. I guess that's just the draw that Shazoo does have. And Sam Chumley is one of the more tragic figures in this league, if I'm honest. Like, he's won the Season 2 championship, so can't complain. But since then, he's, like, always been good, but he's not been the best since Season 2. And it's not worked out since, but he's like steadily improving, and like season 8 Sam would probably be able to like contest for the Season 7 title, Season 7 Sam would be able to contest for Season 6 title. Like, the league is just growing in strength, and he is as well, but he's like always a little bit behind. It's just a matter of time until maybe he makes that one extra step and he gets to be the big boy once more and just win a title on pace. He's only won one race in the season that he won, so that was mostly just like racecraft, strategy work, understanding of setups, not getting yourself in incidents, like everything. But pace-wise, it was it was close with him and others, but maybe he can get to be like just the fastest on merit. In the future, it'd be interesting to see. He's certainly putting in blistering times now, and Justin is the first one to get a drive-through, and he's also the first drive-through of the season, I think. We watch a replay here. Oh no! Oh no! It's for cutting Beckett's. He made a mistake, and then on the re-entry to the track, he just gets himself a drive-through. That is very, very... That's a big shame. Like, that's gonna be a learning experience for him. But it's gonna be one that absolutely hurts. It's a drive-through cost you about 20 seconds. It's gonna put him, I would assume, like, towards the gap, like, towards Renoa, Badge, Taylor, and Neon Dice. Like, around there. I would assume it puts him. I hope Chiquika's not getting too frustrated behind him. They are, well, Kennedy is looking for his way past, but he has not found anything anywhere yet, and it's always frustrating getting held up by someone with a drive-through because you know they're going in, but they won't really just move aside either. Like, a second loss is a second loss, so why would they just break? It's frustrating sometimes. I assume Justin's gonna serve that in this lap, and if he doesn't, then soon enough. There is a Jack Taylor or Yalga on the grid. It is, he is here. He is an Australian. You can tell by his ping, which is atrocious, according to my interface. And also according to how his car moves on track. It looks a little bit alien-like, but he is here. What time is it for him? I don't want to think about it. What time is it for him? I mean, I don't know if he's actually in Australia, but... Oh, there's some fighting going on! Ruben van den Herding for P10, and also up ahead, Nico Veldman with Gareth Higgins, but it looks like Ruben's just gotten that move done, and I think we'll just look at a replay of that after the situation is done. Jacob Newton puts Roche around, and he goes straight into his door! So that was a disaster waiting to happen. Let's look a little bit of the replay to see just what was going on. Up ahead, we have Veldman getting slipstreamed by Higgins for P8. Higgins looks to the inside, no move done. Veldman goes a little bit deep, and then Higgins sees his chance. Behind, that's the one we saw. This is just Ruben getting the move done finally. And Newton, we're going on board with him. Oh no, he just puts his car where it doesn't belong, and that is on him. I am afraid that's gonna be a penalty. Shit happens, but it's better if it doesn't. And that's gonna lose him some time, get him a penalty likely, and it's gonna ruin George Roche's race. Well, not the entirety, but he's gonna lose places. That's Antoine Oliver, by the way. My voice is cracking. I wonder why. It's almost as if I'm doing solo comms in a very eventful race. Antoine Oliver moving to the side. P33, he's done his pit stop, but he's just losing so much time on these lapping maneuvers, so honestly, very depressing for him, if we're gonna be real there for a moment. Nick Krüger's being attacked by Ruben van den Herding. I'm not completely sure, but just like judging by how the name sounds, I assume Nick is a German, so we've got a bad battle for Germany going on with Illigner and Krüger over P11. So yeah, well, I was just slightly trailing him, and let's go back to the fight of Lewis, Veldman, Higgins. Oh, is that a spin from Nick? Never mind. I don't know what I saw there that made me think he was spinning. His car was like a little sideways. Oh boy. I am hitting puberty. Let's go! Yeah, we're going through it again. Yeah. Everyone knows voice cracks are puberty. It's not possible to have a sore throat. No, it's puberty. Maybe after that I'll grow as well. Maybe then I'm not 170. Anyways. We're back to this. It looks like up front, gaps have been extended. Actually, like, this is exactly on course. We were with them 10 minutes into the race and the gap was 1 second. Now we're 20 minutes in and the gap's 2 seconds. I wonder if I see a pattern. If he wins by 6 seconds, then we can say it's absolute, like, clockwork precision from the top 2 guys, pace-wise. I'm gonna need a drink for a second, give me a moment. A water to cure puberty. What have I just said? Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we're still here. My voice is still here. Actually, it's kind of going. You know what's also going? Gareth Higgins for a move on the inside of Veld? Maybe? Maybe? Veld taking the outside line. Interesting choice for defending. Nope, BMW is not getting alongside. Mandatory pit stop indeed, yes. You can see it on the timing tower. Next to that driver numbers, it has the yellow thing and then the 1, which means that they are due to do 1 pit stop, which is the mandatory pit stop. Now, oh, there's some fighting going on. Someone's just left the track and re-entered it. I think that's Chikeka having made a mistake. Actually, let's just check it out in the replay. On board with Kennedy Chikeka, P20 right now. Yeah, he just gets it wrong in Chapel, and then the car snaps. And he does not really lift too much off track. Marius Tavares goes through in that McLaren we saw. So anyways, for contrast, what I was talking about. For contrast, you can see like the bottom 3. The bottom 3 have all pitted. That's why that's why the thing is green. But for everyone else, it's yellow. It means they have to pit. So that's how that is in the HUD. I guess that's good to know. And Krüger is not really losing much time to Ruben. He's a little bit slower, I would say, but not much. Actually, on the last lap he was faster. That's good for WoW and bad for WoW. I mean, like, it's hard to overtake someone if they're fast, but at least he's not losing loads of time to Ruben, who I would assume he wants to beat, because they usually have very similar pace, and they also had a similarly terrible qualifying. And the other Blitzig car with Nico Veldman on board is still defending from Higgins. The BMW looks menacing. Can it also be menacing and make a move? No. No, it just don't. The car don't. Maybe he's waiting for the pit stops. I do not know. Maybe he's waiting for a mistake, but the mistake doesn't come because Veldman is competent, so does not make mistakes. Maybe that's what's going on, I don't know. Oh, drive-through for Chikeka. We saw him cutting Chapel in the replay that I showed you. Oh no! That's a spin and goodbye. It's the right-hander, by the way. Just leaves. He's in trouble. I mean, he's got a drive through, and I think that's a retirement. He's not moving in the gravel drum, and he is our second retirement of the race. Our first retirement is Jack Bedell. And the second one, Kennedy Chikeka. Justin, after his drive-through, is in 23rd. He's ahead of Jack Taylor. And behind Marvin Betch by a good amount. 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Yeah, I mean, I think this is like his first step into actual, like, real simulations. I'm not trying to be sim-elitist here or anything, but, like, I think it's fair to, like, classify the ACC, AC, iRacing, those kinds of games as something different as F1. I think that's an uncontroversial take. And I think he's exclusively done F1 so far. I mean, he is a Formula 1 enjoyer as a driver and a spectator. So it's nice to see him here. And actually, like, the fact, like, this may come off weird, but just the fact that he's not last is impressive to me. Just because he's picked up this game, like, a few days ago. I could check on Steam how many hours he's got. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, like, barely double digits. But yeah, solid work. Goes off track there. Maybe not so solid. Should be careful that he doesn't pick up warnings there. Also Aiden Bailey picks himself up a stop-go 30. That was very unnecessary. He's just pitted, he's come out last, and now he gets a stop-go 30, so he might just finish last. Oh wait, is Rusty's just the... Oh, is it the Lightning McQueen sponsor? Ah! Yeah, it is. I have... Yeah, I didn't know. I did not know. It says it on the car, but unfortunately I'm blind and I haven't watched cars since I was 10, so that's some time ago. Chris Strick also speeds in the pit lane. My man, you don't have to. That's really depressing. Good fight with Aiden. Oh, Jijura is in a fight with Noppen here for P12. And, gets, well, he doesn't get the move done, he gets it defended. Maybe the undercut, I mean, people are pitting now, so I would assume the pit stop window is open, maybe for an undercut, even though it's not too powerful. It's possible Illigner's in, after getting stuck behind Krüger, Jacoli is in, so we're getting a fair amount of pit stops, and the field is going to be very hard to understand for a few laps until everyone has done their pit stops. Did I say Chris? Oh, no, that is, it's fine. I'll find a reason to I'll find something to complain about, to distract from the fact that I got it wrong. Like, I don't have a co-commentator. There you go. That's an excuse. That'll do. Not my fault, no, not my fault. Yeah, no Lambos. That is true, we do not have Lambos. I do not know, like, there's a severe lack of car diversity here. Which I'm kind of sad about. I don't even think it's dictated by BRP, just like people didn't want to drive the Italian cars. It was also when we did Nations Cup. Like, the Italian team just didn't find drivers. Like, like the Italian Cup, the Italian team drivers were just the ones who didn't find a team. And then, or, like, the ones who signed up after everyone else had signed up. Like, that was just the Italian drivers, because no one wanted Ferrari or Lambo, and I do not understand why. I have no clue, actually. Pretty cool car. I don't think we've had a Lambo first season. Or at least no one consistently attending. I'm pretty sure we didn't. And then, like, second season, everyone suddenly started to use it. But I might be wrong, I mean, it's been 2 years. Cars and teams should be random. No. I disagree. People don't like driving cars they don't like. That was such a good sentence. Like, don't tell Pixel about this, he'll make a meme out of it. Higgins now into the pit lane, so is Van den Herding and Krüger, which means we'll get to compare what Krüger has done on the last lap with what Illigner has done last lap. That's exciting. Jack Mills has not had a single Jack Mills no moment, and now after I've said it, it will 100% happen. For those not familiar, he has returned after I think 2 seasons of absence, or 1 season plus Nations Cup of absence. I don't quite know how long it's been, but yeah, he just like always had these glimpses of really good. Oh my God, Mills! No! No, he's on track. It's fine. I'm over dramatizing. He's always had those moments where he's just. Like, where he shines, and then it always gets bottled in some way, and that's the Mills no moment. So, we're just patiently waiting for that, aren't we? Oh my God! My broadcasting client wasn't lying, that gap truly is 0.0 seconds. That was truly cursed, as Ruben van den Herding just somehow passes Higgins? Yes! He's ahead of Higgins! He wasn't even in the fight with Veldman, but now he's just ahead of Higgins. I have no idea how that happened. Must have been a terrible pit stop out of Higgins. And I wonder if that's a threat to Veldman, but for sure it's one more position gain for Ruben van den Herding on his recovery after bad qualifying. Tied for the championship lead. not gonna be after this, but yeah. That comes Curse Lamau. Yeah, it's fine. He just showed himself there to let me know that I'm not safe. Chumley is pitted. Otherwise, I would have just gone there and tried to guess it's a 3-second gap because we're 30 seconds into the race. It would have been my guess. Did I say 30 seconds? I meant minutes. I'm good with numbers. Ay. I would need autocorrect while speaking. That'd solve so many problems. But I do not have that luxury. Yeah. Spa. I assume that's referring to the glimpse of brilliance from from Mills, where I think he finished 4th or something. I'm pretty sure. I think I'm talking too quiet. That's not a sentence I've ever said, I think. But I'm like kind of whispering around. And we've got a fight here going on with Jakovsky and Lewis. And actually Lewis is on the back of Jakovsky once more. Which I'm surprised by, because it looked like Jakovsky just had the ultimate pace, and now the Lexus... well, it's both Lexuses. Chick Hicks is showing himself on the inside of cops. Well, we do not get a crash, luckily, as everyone's sorting themselves out. Let's check back with Illigina, who has gotten the move done on Kruger by a country mile. 5 seconds. Probably bad pit stop from Nick. Did I say Niels again? I swear we had a Niels Krüger or something. I can't believe it's called Nick. I thought it's Niels. My god. But yeah, that's Higgins, and Higgins is not happy about what happened in the pit lane. And he was a lot faster in qualifying. Now he's trying to leverage the same in the race. But not around the outside of Stowe. Just too wide of a radius to go around. Too much track. If gap car. Yeah, Lou's not getting it done. Let's see on the timing board who's close. So it's Jakovsky and Luz who will... No, wait. Oh, we're not looking at Jakovsky and Luz. Wait, Luz is ahead of Jakovsky. We're going back 30 seconds and... Oh, well, this is a replay and we've just about missed the overtake. But I think it's just around the outside of Stowe. So, impressively, Luz manages to get the re-overtake done. And they're both behind Veldman, weren't they ahead? I thought Veldman was behind... What? Okay. Call me crazy, I thought Veldman was behind them. But apparently not. Or he's just jumped them both in the pits, in which case good work, Nico. The last pit stops are all being done. Gaida, no! Oh, from P4! He speeds in the pit lane and he completely throws that result away. He's gonna drop so much and it is an absolute tragedy for the McLaren. It's gonna promote Jack Colley, Veltman, Luz, all of them closer to a podium, but Azzelin is still gonna hold that one. But P4 is gone. And Azzelin, no, he doesn't have anyone to worry about actually. Yeah, that's just absolutely shocking. I'm actually upset about that. That does hurt. A little bit further down the grid, we've got George Roshu fighting. Is that Ollie? It is not Ollie. It's Mills. Mills where? Wait, Mills hasn't pitted. Has Mills pitted? Ah, yeah, he has. He's just come out of the pits. And he's gonna be like P18. And that's a fight. I'm getting a hiccup. That's a fight Roshu and Noppen. Roshu got some work cut out for him after he has been spun round in exactly this very corner here. In club corner. Oh, Justin! Well, a first race to forget. But actually, I hope he doesn't forget it, because it's a learning opportunity. Like he's made the mistakes that you have to make once to know to avoid them. Like, he's completely cut the track at some point, and got a drive-through for it. He has sped in the pit lane. I'm just gonna assume he had a bad pit stop, because that happens. Gets going again. Nico also collects a penalty, a drive-through for cutting the track. He's still going. I haven't seen him spin or anything, and he's very new to the game as well. Also, speaking of spinning, it's Chris. No, wait. It's the other one. It's Ollie. He has... We cut to the replay and he's already off. So he spent 20 seconds in the gravel trap. Nice. But yeah, Justin's made the mistakes you have to make once. If he's also had a bad pit stop, he'll know to watch out for that. He'll know to watch out for the speed limit. He'll learn how the ignition and everything works. Like, it's fine. He's not here for a result, I imagine. He's here for fun. And Diakovsky is... Wait, Veltman's made a huge mistake because he's been passed by Lewis. And now separating the once so close fight of Ben Lewis versus Alexander Diakovsky by just being there and defending from the Lexus in 6th. He's holding on to this. Lewis trying to make up for tumbling down the order after good qualifying, and now he's got a gap once more. Veltman needs to cover the inside in most corners. Now he'll be under pressure until the end of the race unless he gets a leg up on pace. There goes Diakovsky, though. He's not going to try and give him any chance. As he knows, alongside on the apex. Veltman misses it because he has to leave some space, and now on the cutback maybe Diakovsky gets it done. He's going to run round the outside onto the Wellington straight. I think that's what it's called. Pretty sure that's what it's called. Veltman's got the inside for the king, and oh, off track goes Diakovsky. Does he get the move done? Also, Van den Harding is involved in that as well in the McLaren, and we get a 3-wide moment into Brooklyn's. Ruben pulls out Higgins on the outside. Ruben way too late on the brakes, but he gets it done. He bumps Diakovsky out of the way, who now drops to the back of this train. Veltman parks a little bit of a bus, and Higgins loses out massively, and Ruben's just gained 2 places there, but he might have a penalty coming. I don't know. We're gonna look at the replay of that for sure, but it's not over yet as Alexander Diakovsky, okay, defends the inside. Let's go to the replay and try and dissect what was going on here. So we are right back to the helicam view. Let's see, where does Ruben brake? He brakes early, and then just late into the cornering he decides to absolutely send one, and I don't know how bad that was. It was a little bit of a touch with Diakovsky. He's not going to be happy with it because it flung him across half the track, but that was an absolute send and a half, and I think it was like within the realm of reasonable lunges. Hoi! My man. That was something, and it's still going on. Oh, no wait, that's not Veltman, that's Illigna in the background. It's a teammate of Veltman, and Higgins. Oh, he just gets so deep in the corner, and he puts himself alongside, maybe into Club if he had a good run, maybe with the dive. Where is he on the brakes? He's not going to get a chance. As good as this, almost runs into the back of Veltman, does Diakovsky. But he does not, and side by side they go. And yeah, Apex belongs to Alexander Diakovsky in the Lexus, and Higgins in the BMW has to watch for a little longer. My God. Great racing here. 40 minutes into this gap at the front, 5.5, but it does not mean that this race isn't spicy as hell. And now we've got Illigna in the train for P7. I mean, Ruben's just checked out of that one. He's in 6th now. Absolutely brilliant recovery. He's come from like P16 or something, and he's up there in almost the top 5. Top 10 for sure, though, with a solid P6. And now it's Illigna who's trying to do the same. He's got 3 cars ahead, a train of which he can probably overtake everyone on raw pace, but he needs to get it done on the track. He's got 21 minutes to do it, and will be exciting as they are trying. I mean, he's just rallying them from behind, and they will try and get past the other Audi with the same limit, because their teammates they will want to get past Nico, because Nico's just backing them into Dominic, and not gonna be too pleased with it. It doesn't mean that Nico's like doing dirty tactics or anything. And he looks to the inside from Alexander. No, not happening there in Maggots and Beckett's for sure. And but the thing is, like, there's so much pressure now. One mistake and you're at the back of this train, which means the difference between P7 and P10 it matters a lot, and they will know that, and that is what makes this fight very, very spicy in my humble opinion. Also, by the way, we haven't talked about this at all yet, but we've got a fight going on for silver class. Oh, actually, Jakovsky just sees the opportunity, and he seizes it, but Higgins puts himself alongside as well, and we get a 3-wide moment towards Club. It looks like Veltman's has lost out double here, and Higgins just takes 2. Somehow, Gareth Higgins takes 2 positions. Jakovsky comes back at him in the at the exit. And he gets that one done. That was brilliant on camera, so we don't need a replay. But well done from Higgins, and he's up to 7th. Waldman now in 9th, and he'll probably let his teammate pull past because it looks like WoW is just faster. Well, actually, don't know. I mean, they've been in the train, but I assume that's what they would do. Swap positions here, see what WoW can accomplish. If they can't accomplish anything, they can still swap it back. Done it with the exact same drivers in the past in Nations Cup. So it's a possibility. Absolutely spicy, I agree, Chris. Does make one sad that you're not racing, doesn't it? But yeah, crazy stuff going on. Which is bound to happen with such a good grid of really solid quality. I've only seen like one punt, and that was the Broshu one. I don't remember who punted him. Oh, is that side by side up ahead? You know, it's a good race when I feel like I'm saying the word side by side too much. Like I'm just saying them all the time, which is, you know, which doesn't reflect well on me, but it reflects really well on the racing, because that's what we want to see, and we're getting that today for sure. So absolute banger race so far. And who are the guys there? It's not Krüger. It's not. Oh, they're lapped probably. I'm trying to find who. Oh, my throat is killing me actually. Like it's just giving up. I'm just swapping through that. Oh, it was Neon Dice and Andrew Moulton. No, wrong car. There's too many DRS cars. I don't know who it is. I have no idea who we're talking about. Who is that? Or is it actually lapped? That's car 71. Oh, they aren't the same lap. That's Jacob Newton. He's just lapped Neon Dice. That's what's going on. Makes sense, makes sense. I need water. I need more. And the ill engineer has made his way past his teammate Veltman. It's Veltman down to 10th. He does crumble a lot in later stages of the race. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like mistakes leading to pressure loss in the tires, or it's just tire wear, or it's focus. I don't know, but it does happen to him that he's like really rapid first half, and then he kind of drops a little bit. Now Illigna has passed, and he's got a little bit of a gap to close, 2 seconds. But it should be possible. I mean, he's come from P18 or like 20 something. Like he was so far down, I thought he didn't attend. So. Now he's in the top 10 and he's hunting and hunting and hunting. He's got 16 minutes to lock his targets, and it's on Alexander. I always want to call him Andre for some reason. It's Alexander Jakovsky and Gareth Higgins in a Lexus and a BMW, respectively. Currently looking at a fight that's been raging on for a long time. It's George Roshu and Ryan Noppen. They are both pro class drivers, and they are being pursued by Jack Knowles. It's a fight for P14, and it is on, going really strong as of now. But I don't think there's a move happening. So what I wanted to talk about is silver class, because I haven't talked about it all day. I haven't mentioned it in Hungary at all because Pro Class was like delivering, and then I've like mentioned it once in the grid walk. But yeah, we have different classes. For those who don't know, it's in the driver numbers. If it's grey, you're silver class. If it's white, you're Pro Class. And Niels Krüger is actually on for a race win right now in silver. Yeah, in silver class, but he might want more. He could get a top 10 in overall if he manages to get his way past Veldman. And I feel like lots of silver class drivers, like they want to win, but they also just really want the positions in overall standings. That means that's bad news for Veldman because I keep calling him Nick and Niels. He's got Nick. Oh my god. Didn't we have someone called Niels Krüger last season? I swear we did. Maybe it's the same person. They're just laughing at me right now. I can't, man. It's very depressing. Oh my god. Okay. I'm going insane. And you're there for the ride. If anyone in chat knows, like, let me know. 5.3 at the front, nearly 6. Yep. Yeah. I think better pit stop for Chris, because it's been offset by about half a second to a second from the trend that we had before that, after the pit stops. And yeah, so Nick is leading silver class from Hubert Jejura, who's had pretty rapid improvements over the past season. Like he's shown up good in Nations Cup, or like he's shown signs of brilliance, and now he's almost like he's in a fight for the top 10. Nick is maybe committed to it. He's got the outside line into Village. Not gonna happen, and now he's under pressure because Hubert has closed up to them, and he tries to make it work in Village. I wasn't even getting excited over that because I couldn't see it happen, but it just did. He just takes the place there, and I think Nico had a bad enough front that he's just gonna be at the mercy of Hubert Jejura as well. So that's down to P12 for Veldman, and Jejura follows the silver class race leader, so we might get an exciting finish for the race win in silver class between Nick Krüger and Hubert Jejura, and I'm all here for it, man. Those two are absolutely close together on track right now. They've gapped Jack Newton now, who's third and last on the podium in this fight. And they are way ahead of Jack Mills, who's... Oh no, he's had a moderate Mills no moment. I mean, he's still like thereabouts. But he's fallen off by like a second, so something must have happened there. Probably just like a good old mistake. But yeah, he's fourth in silver class. Should be relatively pleased with that, I would assume. Going well, just needs to, you know, get the confidence, stack up some results. And he will get there. I feel like one of his problems, one of Jack's problems is just that, like, he just races, I mean, he hasn't raced for a while, but while he was still racing actively, like, he just races one race every week, and then, like, it's all prepped for that one race, and then he makes a mistake and that's it. Like, if he was doing something like iRacing and he'd do like 7 or 8 races a week, I feel like it would just get easier, because I think it's two different skill sets, driving in practice and driving in qualifying and driving in the race. Like, in practice and quali, you're just trying to extract the maximum out of the race, at least the way I practice. I just try and go as fast as I can, like no regrets, and just driving full flat out. And then in the race, like, you brake a little earlier, you're very controlled, and I feel like there's just drivers who don't really get that. Not as in they don't understand it, but like, it's just not in their skill set to not try as hard as they can. And I feel like he might be one of those. Maybe like if he did some other leagues raced more often, like, it would lose some of the pressure. And oh, we've had a pass for silver class. I missed that. Wait, why is Nico at... What? They've like reversed positions completely. Like, now Nick is last in this, and Hubert is... Oh, Nick gets alongside for no... Wait, that's not Nick. I'm so dumb. My god, I am stupid. Jack Newton just came out of nowhere and sweeps past Jejura, then Jejura's just 13th now. What happened there? No clue. Only way to find out would be a replay, but it's too far gone now for me to find, so we're just gonna let them explain themselves in chat or something, because, or like in the ACC chat, in Discord. Hubert, that's not how that's gonna work. Will Waldman lose the position to Newton? I mean, he's regained the one on Jajura. I assume it was just a Jajura mistake, like that's the way that all makes sense. Kek W, yeah, I agree. Jack Newton now. Oh no, that's a Kek L! we've got some door banging going on there. And flashing from Veldman as he is attacked. Oh no! Oh, for fuck's sake! He just got turned, and I hope he doesn't get a drive-through for what he's just done there on the rejoin, but he's just lost so many positions. Nico! Not his fault. But, well, actually, I don't know. We're gonna see if it's his fault. We're right with the replay. So this is him getting a little bit wrestled a little bit wide by Jack Newton. And then Hubert Jajura tries it on the outside, and Nico, oh no, I feel like that's kind of on him. I don't know. No, it's hard to judge. But I feel like there's not much Hubert can do. Like, he's just sticking himself alongside, and then Nico, I feel like, tries to close the door. But, unfortunate, his race has gone downhill in a very rapid way. Is that Eretz, aka Justin? Yes, it is. He has unlapped himself. Azalon holding himself solidly in P3 for now. I mean, what for now? He's been there for the entire race. He's been slower than the top two, than the Shizou guys. But, nonetheless, he has been faster than everyone else. The gap to Jack Colley just, like, speaks volumes about the skill gap there. That was a mean way to say it. You know what I mean. Tommy is third, and then Jack Colley 16 seconds behind in an absolutely great P4. Has 9 seconds to lose, and they all have Pixar liveries, and they all have got different Pixar liveries, which is cool, you know. No doubles. And then it's Ruben ahead of Higgins. They're still fighting that out, but I feel like nothing's moving in that fight. Maybe actually Higgins is getting closer. It's pretty tough to tell. In the 36 BMW. And then after a jump back, we see Diakovsky and Illigner just in a one-on-one. Well, actually, no, because it's 3.7 seconds. Actually, not that much of a fight. So the fight that's going on is P2 in silver class, Jack Newton in the number 11 car, Hubert Jajura in the number 12 car. Roche still within the range of Noppen, but I feel like Noppen is just winning that fight. Bell, actually, he's had a good one. Like, I mean, sure, it's P19, but that's A, that's points. Can't complain about getting points. And B, I think he's pitted like lap 2. So he's been on this tire set for ages. He's had a full tank for ages, and the fact that he's in P19, honestly, I would be fine with it. I don't know what his ambitions are, but like I think that's pretty solid. I can't find anything to complain about there. And it looks like Higgins is actually being aggressive with Ruben. Or not aggressive, but at least asserting his presence in the rearview mirror. I feel like I've done Helicam for too long. Let's admire those cars in a better camera. It is a banger livery, no doubt about it. Like, this is what we would have imagined the car looking like for, like, since the start. He's run the same color scheme since season 1 of ACC. With the Trigon cars, it's been exactly this color scheme, but obviously without any sponsors, without any custom patterns and stuff, and like, this is just how it should have looked all along. But yeah, first season with custom liveries, because they cause some problems. But I think the problems are mainly fixed now, we've got a hold of it, so now that we can run them, it's been absolutely worth it. Like, just the top 7 alone all run custom liveries right now, and they all look gorgeous. Either gorgeous or hilarious. Hello. Just like. Like, hello. Wait, it's got actual sponsors on it? Okay, that's pretty fun. I did not know. We've got actual sponsors here. Like, all of them. Like, every brand. It's probably just like caricature, but yep. So that's going on. We've got 4 minutes left. Very close towards the end. It felt like a short time for me as a viewer. It's felt like a long time for my throat because I've been shouting a lot, which is why I'm a little bit quieter now, because like it actually just genuinely hurts a little bit. But yeah, and now Chris has passed the magical 6-second mark. Only magical because he like gains like a second every 10 minutes, where he has until the pit stops. And yeah, he's crossed that line now, and he's just gonna get a dominant win here. Not his first dominant win for sure. He's won plenty of races before. He looks like our hottest asset right now. But unfortunately, I'm not gonna make that joke. Oh god. I was gonna make a joke about hot assets and the reason he hasn't been there last week. You can all make that one in your heads. It's not my job. It's fine. I'm German. I'm not here to be funny. My theory on Witkowski and not perfect, but it was there. It's like they have been driving like a clockwork in a way. Like it's actually very impressive how they've done. Like it's, I would say 2/10 a lap or something, the gap, and they are yeah, they're solidly delivering on that. I think at the end we're gonna get like a 6 point something gap, 6.5, 6.6 or something, and that's just like basically the gap that went in when they pitted. So just on pace, like both. Massive consistency, thumbs up for that. Really, really good. And I think the last fight that is yet to be resolved here on track in the top 10 is Ruben van den Hudding versus Gareth Higgins. Both very experienced drivers, both very skilled drivers, and both looking for P6 in this. Ruben has done an absolutely brilliant recovery. Don't talk into me, Jeff, my god. Ruben's done brilliant recovery, and Gareth has been caught up in some battling and lost that position there, and now they face off against each other for one more lap, as our leader is, as Jeff remarked, there on the final lap. Higgins probably's got only 1 or 2 more chances to do it. It is not gonna happen into Brooklands on lap 29 though, because that inside is blocked. And he is not close enough in the slipstream, so it's not happening. And yeah, Ruben just needs to not make a mistake. Almost getting his rear around there is Gareth Higgins, just driving on the absolute edge of grip, uses the maximum of track available to him, as he should. He is being a little bit more aggressive with the track usage, but then he slightly misses the apex there in Abbey. And no, that's cops. I am so stupid. Sometimes I just say dumb things. It happens. And Gareth needs a brilliant run there, but I think if it hasn't happened yet, he won't do it from this gap in out of Chapel into Stowe either. He'd need some banging slipstream, and we're not even gonna do the send it that we did last week, which was pretty funny, but it's not gonna happen. I don't want him to send that, because it just, well, it would send something, both off the track. And that's not what we want, but in all of that, let's not forget the sheer dominance that we have witnessed, and honestly, camera hasn't been on this enough. Just the fastest on the grid, without a single doubt. He comes across, and Shazoo gets a 1 and a 2, with Chris Witkowski, Sam Chumley 7 seconds across the line, and they just absolutely dominated that one. Not much spice in it, because it was just controlled performances, 2 drivers at the peak of their ability, driving to exactly that peak. And then Tommy Azalin, on his first race, gets a podium. Many have to wait ages for that, but he just gets it right away. P3 for the number 44 and Lightning McQueen car. The Dinoka livery for Jack Colley in a P4. I don't know if that's his best result. I wouldn't be surprised. I think that is his best result. He's just gone better. He's just gotten better and better and better, and now pays off P4 ahead of Ben Lewis. VVDL should be proud of its drivers. 5th here. They are, well, they're not dominating 2S because that's Shazoo, but they are getting a lot of drivers in very high profile positions. Ruben Van den Hutting 6th with a good recovery. Then Gareth Higgins 7th. Alexander Djakovski, nice first race from him as a rookie. P8, absolutely not too shabby at all. Gets across ahead of Dominic Illigner, who's been, well, he's been cursed with a terrible qualifying. Then Nick Kruger, who I swear should be called Niels. I am so confused. I don't care. It's P10. And then he also, well, he wins Silver Class, I should mention. He wins Silver Class, and it is a Silver Class 1-2 for Delta Racing System, DRS. The teammates get a 1-2 in Silver Class. Then it's Hubert Jejura in 3rd. Ryan Noppen is P13. Jack Mills 4th in silver, 14th overall. Not a single Mills no moment that I caught on camera. Veldman 15th, feels a little bad for him. Paulos Takos, I have not said his name once today, except on the not formation lap, on the grid walk. And yeah, can't go through all of them actually, because well, you know why. It's too many of them, and we don't have the results anymore. But yeah, that runs it out. And that was a really good race. I'm just gonna have a little look at the chat for a sec, like the, you know what I mean. The ACC discussions chat, just to see if there's any immediate reactions. No. Antoine taking blame for cops on lap 1. I missed that. And Justin says that was so fun, N Kek W. So, I mean, you know, he's had fun. That's nice to see, even though he had a bad race, I would say. That was good. Yeah, I think that's the talking points from this. Higgsy not happy with himself. Nico saying this was pain. Vito roasting Roshu into oblivion, and a good fight between Müller and Betch. But yeah, into the stream. Thanks everyone for watching. I have enjoyed having the active engagement from chat. It gives me something to talk about in downtime. So I appreciate that. I'd appreciate everyone who's there next week. I don't know if I'm there next week. We're approaching my exam phase and I'm scared, but that's fine. We'll see what we got for you in the commentary there. I am so prepared as a commentator. I even know where to find the next track. It is Spa. Oh, and it's marked as an Enduro, which, well, it just means it's a spice race, 75 minutes, and 3 pit stops, so it's just strategic chaos. Everything is all over the place, and then at the end it just, like, the like everything starts fitting together like puzzle pieces, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. And I hope y'all are gonna be here for that. Thanks for watching, thanks for chat engagement, thanks to the drivers for the banging race. See you in Spa.